Good evening, friends. Welcome back to my channel Infinite Trade. My name is Robin, and let's do a Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis for tomorrow. Today, I think the market was completely all over the places. The weekly chart of Nifty is still, trying to confuse us whether the head and shoulder pattern will be formed or not. So, any which ways, we still have another 4 days to see what should be the end result. So let's try and understand what happened in the market today. I think if you all remember, the market exactly behaved the way we planned. In both Nifty and Bank Nifty, we planned that if at all the market opens gap down, I said we'll wait for Nifty to test 17,080, if I'm not wrong. And similarly in Bank Nifty, I said 37,189. So I think I had a line at 189. So I said 37,200. And I said we'll wait for a reversal here, either a double bottom or maybe any reversal candlestick pattern. Okay. And I said we can at least expect an up move to fill the gap, or I said in Bank Nifty around 37,600, but I think Bank Nifty went beyond that. So this was our plan, and why we had this plan is because we saw that FIs had future longs. They had put sell, which was around 46,000. So good quantity of future long and put sell. So we thought that the market will take an U-turn. Okay, and exactly it behaved the same way as discussed and same way as planned. So let me just show you all that once. I would have played the clip from yesterday's video, but I did not want to waste much of time on that. So this was the level. Okay, this is Nifty, opened gap down and immediately came to this level and immediately formed a morning star kind of pattern, and I was vigilant in this candle, and then it formed a double bottom and then went higher and higher and higher, but at the end it came down. That is another story. I expected that downfall also, but the only thing was I think I was out at that time and I couldn't participate in that downfall. And exactly same thing done in Bank Nifty too. It opened gap down, but it tested this trend line once that I drew yesterday, and then it gave a fall exactly written from this place and a good up move. So you guys won't believe where I entered. So again, I'm telling you, I'm not showing this on what position I have taken, but in case anyone wants, I can definitely send a screenshot. So I waited for this doji to form, and as soon as this particular candle crossed the high of this doji candle, I bought 37,500 call at a price of 356. Okay, and then you know the story. So that's how confident I was. So this is just to show you all that whatever analysis that I do, the same thing I trade. I don't do anything beyond that. So a lot of people would have told you yesterday that market will break this particular low and Bank Nifty will fall to 37,000, Nifty will fall to 17,000 and below. A lot of stories, because I myself watched a couple of videos last night at around 2:30. So I was seeing people giving so big targets on the downside, but I wasn't convinced with those targets. But definitely my targets were achieved, and market took a U-turn as planned. So imagine if you had put 37,000 as your target, market reversed 150 points before. So definitely a new trader cannot understand that the market is going up. So any new trader here, what he would have thought is, okay, market has taken support here, it is going up, it may form a lower high, and then it may come down. But this did not happen. Market took a U-turn by forming a double bottom. So that's how the analysis is, and this analysis comes with price action as well as the data study that we do. Okay, cool. So let's jump into the analysis for tomorrow. First, we'll check the participant wise open interest. This data today is surprising. Look at the quantity. FIIs call by 1658, put by 6924. So these quantities are lesser than the positions that FIIs take on a Friday. Okay, we saw that Friday they took strong positions, significant positions, despite of Saturday, Sunday being a weekend. But today on Monday, they did not take big positions. That means FIIs are waiting for some sort of trend confirmation before they can make their position for this particular expiry. And if you look at futures, longs have been closed more than the shorts. That means they are still feeling that a downtrend or their view is slightly bearish, we can say. So when it is slightly bearish, that means they are not confident for the upside because of the global issues, especially the Russia and Ukraine war kind of situation. So what is the take here is FIIs are neutral to slightly bearish, wherein they'll definitely build positions tomorrow. So tomorrow is the day where we'll have to watch the option chain closely to understand where most of the significant positions are being built. Now let's come back to pros. If you look at pros have created longs in futures and they have closed some shorts in the futures. So, and if we look at call and put, pros have 48,600 call sell, so which is a huge quantity. That means pros believe that market is definitely not going up. Okay, so that gives a confidence in selling call options naked. And then they have put sell, which is close to 26,000. That means they're neither expecting very big downfall. Okay, so they're not expecting a very big downfall. Hence, they also have put sell, but put sell is nearly half of what the call sell is. So that means even if the market is going down, it becomes easier for them to manage. But overall, looking at these positions, we can expect range bound, with slightly bearish. So the trend seems to be mostly looks like a premium eating day tomorrow. So let's see how we can plan our trade. Now let's quickly check out the option chain for both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So if we look at Nifty, we can see clearly that the call sell was significant today. Okay, and 17,000 we have very good open interest on the put side, but over and above, like 17,200 also showed some strength here, but I don't think so we can sustain this if we break this. Okay, because definitely we do not see FII's positions here. So for me, this support is weak. Okay, and over here we have, definitely we can see call sell, and today also we have seen call sells from 17,200 to 17,500. Okay, so Nifty looks bearish. Let's check the PCR values. The PCR stands at 0.88, so which is bearish. That's why it's red in color. Now let's discuss Bank Nifty's option chain. Okay, this is Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty looks a little different. So put OI is significant, and that's one of the main reason Bank Nifty closed in green, though it was just 89 points from yesterday's close, but it managed to close in green. And similarly, we can see a support at 37,500, but we do not see FI significant position, hence this area can be a little weaker, considering that retailers and pros would have their put sell in this place. And overall, we do not see any activities here, so Bank Nifty still looks range bound but with a bigger range. So this is what we discussed yesterday, and same thing happened. We saw market moving from 37, sorry, yellow color. Okay, we saw Bank Nifty moving from almost 37,200 to 38,000, and then back to 37,500. So this was a huge swing. So definitely it tells that volatility is there in the market. So this is the data interpretation for Nifty and Bank Nifty. So Nifty looks slightly bearish, and Bank Nifty still looks range bound and volatile. FIs do not have significant positions. That means they may build a significant position tomorrow. We'll have to watch out the option chain thoroughly tomorrow, since the beginning of the day. And now let's quickly discuss our levels. What is the levels that we should be trading? So we have Bank Nifty in front of us. So let's check out Bank Nifty. I'm changing it to 15 minutes. Okay. Cool. So this trend line is not required now. Okay. So now what we can see in Bank Nifty is we were forming lower highs and lower lows. So lower low is still there, but somehow we broke this high. So this is confusion, okay, because we do not know what is going to be the next price action. Is it going to be higher low and then higher high, or is it going to be coming down further? So since this is a confusion place, so we will not confuse ourselves. Okay, so what we can do here is we'll move this line somewhere here. Okay, let me see the best possible. Okay, this should be fine. I'll remove this green line. So this is our support and this is our resistance for now, 37,950. Okay, and I'm gonna put a small line over here. So I'm doing the analysis right in front of you all. I did not do it before. So this is 37,631. Okay, so tomorrow if Bank Nifty opens flat, so within this area, okay, if we open here and if we break 37,600, then definitely we can see a downfall until this place again. So this will be a target close to 37,200. Okay, a good 400 point fall. And in case we have to take an upper trade, we will only take if Bank Nifty sustains above 38,000 for at least like 15 minutes. A strong close we need in 15 minutes time frame. Like if you see in this place, there was no strong close. It was all wick and then immediately came back down. Then we saw small candles, then we saw a big candle, then immediately bearish engulfing kind of a pattern. So we do not need such kind of a confusion. We need a proper, like a breakout candle. So we all know how a breakout candle looks, a strong green candle on a 15 minutes time frame. Then you can definitely go for a call buy beyond 38,000. But before that, we're not going to plan any call buy. Okay. So the best trade would be a flat opening, then coming down, we'll buy a put here, and this will be a target. And secondly, so we are not expecting a target beyond this. Okay, even if it breaks, then people can, take an entry based on price action. But so far, this is my view. And in case if we gap down, say we are gapping down around 37,500 or 400, then here we'll not take a put trade in case if we immediately fill the gap. Okay, and then we see a reversal is where we'll buy a put here with this area as a SL. Okay, so your SL should not be beyond 50 to 60 points in Bank Nifty. Then you can trade for this particular target. So this is my view for Bank Nifty. Any gap up opening, say if you're opening around 37,800 or 900, then same, we'll wait for a dip, and then if it is crossing the day high is when we'll buy a call option. Okay, now let's move to Nifty. Okay, so Nifty is also standing at an important place. So if it is opening flat, so within this range, and if it is breaking 17,190, then you can immediately buy a put. Okay, your SL should be around 17,230. Then your first target is definitely previous day low, which is around 17,070. And then we'll see what is the kind of price action that is being built. Then we can continue or we can take a fresh trade accordingly. But this should be our first target. Since we are expecting a range bound market tomorrow, whether it is going to be volatile or not is a different story, but definitely it can be volatile because see, usually volatility comes when you see put long and call long, which is already a case in today's data. But we do not have significant call long, but we have put longs. But so that is one of the main reason for volatility when you see both side buying. But in today's case, we do not see anything like that. But due to the global sentiment, we can see market to be volatile. So this is my view on Nifty and Bank Nifty. And just in case if Nifty gaps up, then also I think we'll wait for a dip until this place. And I don't think so it will cross the day high. Just in case if it is crossing, you can take a try with a small SL. But to be very frank, taking a long position in Nifty is not advisable at the moment. Okay, and one more thing. So like I always tell you, in which index FIs have strong positions. Since FIs do not have a strong positions, both Nifty and Bank Nifty, their positions seems to be exited. Okay, the data is in negative. So that means either there is not going to be a very big movement tomorrow, or they are going to build a fresh position tomorrow. So this is what you need to keep in mind. So like I always tell you that, we see a strong positions in Bank Nifty or we see strong position in Nifty, and that particular index has definitely moved better than the other. So in tomorrow's case, it isn't like that. So we'll have to trade based on the fresh option chain that we can see. Thank you for watching. I hope you all are enjoying. And just one point I wanted to say, please do subscribe to Telegram channel. And like the other traders, I haven't kept this particular channel as a one-way communication. Like, it isn't like that only I should communicate. So you guys can communicate anything in the Telegram channel. You can ask any doubts about your position. If you have taken and if you're stuck, you can definitely text in the channel. I'll definitely reply to it. So please keep this particular channel a little bit interactive. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in another video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.